Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live.
All right, we are back. Looks like they got started a little ahead of schedule. Didn't get a chance to get my second cup of coffee, but we got Molina Mike versus Justin Kiske. Molina Mike, many know from Windows Open. And local player, Justin Kiske. And I happen to have his twin brother, Jack Kiske, in the booth with me. Welcome, Jack.
Glad to be here. How are you doing today, Mr. Patrick, sir?
I am doing fantastic. I'm in my happy place. I'm up here in the crow's nest looking out at all these amazing players, watching the great action. And Justin getting off to a good start here. Now, your brother's about a 560, is that right, Fargo?
Yeah, I think he's dead on the 560 number at the moment.
Ooh, nice cut there.
This is going to test his mettle on this one, though.
I think so, yeah. I'm going to turn you up just a little bit. You just a little low there.
Okay.
And Molina Mike, I believe, is a 580 Fargo.
If I remember right, when I looked at the bracket, Molina Mike is a 555 and Justin's a 560, unless they put the Fargo numbers in wrong.
Yeah, his last name is Ortiz, so that's what you have to look up, I believe. And I'm pretty sure I looked yesterday and it was 580. Nice cut from Molina. Getting it done. So, you got any post-up followers out there? All right, Windows Open followers. I know he does a lot with post-up too. Yeah, Mike Ortiz. Oh, he is 555. Okay. Maybe that's what the digital pool says, but I swear I looked in Fargo. Digital pool says 555, but I swear I looked him up in Fargo. Mike, not Molina. You just say Mike Ortiz. I swear it said 580, but, you know. He's from Texas. Maybe, yeah, type Michael. Maybe that's it. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. At any rate, a pretty close matchup with the Fargos. And Molina taking the first rack on the missed 8-ball from Justin, leaving himself really a tester on that 8-ball, and he went for it. He had a good run going.
Yeah, he started out real strong, just left himself a little thin on that 7-ball. I think he wanted to get a little more left on that, get a little better angle on the 7. That way he could hold better for the 8, but got away from him a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Molina might have slug-racked himself a little bit there. Wood rack 9-ball, you know, and players on this table have been struggling to get a really tight rack. Shane was working, you know, trying to maneuver and manipulate the balls to get them to stick together. Sometimes they don't want to cooperate, but I found on this table, if you rack them just a little bit low on the spot, they tighten up.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit of Scotch doubles on that table yesterday with a couple of guys, and it was a little bit tricky.
I like this safety opportunity here. He's got a good opportunity to really just kind of punch that 3 out and just freeze the cue ball, and that's what he's going to do. Freeze the cue ball right into the stack. Got nice and tight, but he didn't really cut off that easy one-railer for Molina.
Yeah, I think he wanted that to bite just a little more on that draw. I don't think he wanted it to drift into that 6, but still a good containing safe, even if, Molina Mike ends up coming up a little short on that kick and scratches in the side pocket, giving Justin a good opportunity to try and get something going
Yeah,
here.
now, I mean, obviously the 3-4-5 is manageable, but the problem is, do you go for the breakout or do you try to work in a safety here and try to get him on 2 maybe with this cluster? Or I guess it really depends on the shape that he gets on this 4-ball.
Yeah, but I think if I were doing this, I'd try and either try and run into the 6 right here.
This is a good opportunity, run into the 9 or 6.
Try and get almost straight across from the 6 over by the side rail so I could just run the 6 into the high side of the 7 and leave him behind the 8-ball for a safety. But
yeah, this one kind of worked out bad. He came into the wrong side of the 9.
it should be a pretty easy hit here, but kind of a crapshoot on what you're going to end up with. But
he
did
gets
he
a fortunate roll. Yeah,
Ooh,
he gets
got the jelly roll. Now do you try and thin the 6 to make the 9? Or do you try and play a safe here?
I think I'm going safety here. It depends. The cue ball's really close to the rail, so it's kind of harder. You have to elevate to play that safe.
He might be going for the bank here.
He is going for the bank, and he drains it.
Drilled it. Great shot. Yeah, one thing about Justin is his Fargo's a little bit, kind of mid-500s area, but he can definitely play well above that. He doesn't have an opportunity to play nearly as much as a lot of people, but he's not afraid to take on any shot, and he knows how to be able to make all of them. It's just getting everything lined up on the right day. But he can definitely play with pretty much anybody in this room on any given day.
Yeah, very nice control there and getting out. Well done, Justin. Now, you guys are twin brothers, you and Justin.
Yes, we are.
And has it always been to where you've been the better pool player? I mean, as far as like Fargo rate goes anyways. Has there ever been a time when you guys were real even, or where he was a little better? Or?
I don't know if I would ever say he was much better than me, but we were definitely real close for a long time. But he ended up going the route of the wife and kids and everything
work
who
and
are
family.
actually
Yeah, like
viewing
most of
right
us.
now. So,
Yes.
right little
on.
shout out to Justin and Gina, Mason, Madeline, and Wyatt that are at home watching Justin do his best in this match. Hopefully, he can come out with a victory for him. And
Nice.
glad that you guys have the opportunity to watch him. And
That's the great thing about the live stream, is being able to share with your family and friends when you're in these kind of tournaments. Lex did not take the bank on. I was kind of wondering if he was going to try to bank that 1 and get aggressive there. But being the way the 3 was really in a bad spot, he played the right maneuver and the right move, in my opinion, the high percentage. So we're going to see Molina with, looks like a kick here. I would be looking at a jump, but that's me personally.
yeah, I would agree with you. But, I mean, he hit that real good. He made a good adjustment off of the last kick that he had on that 3-ball that he missed short. So,
Justin looks like he's kind of gearing up here. He's going to have to, yeah. He really was focused on, getting around that 7 to get something on the 3, maybe the 3-8 combo next. So that caused the miss. He hit it too full.
yeah, I think that was a little bit of a mental error there. I think better move might have been trying to play a safe where you thin off the 1 and try and get the cue ball back down underneath something down table. But
So Molina getting aggressive, going for the breakout and missing it. Let's see, he does have a little edge, but that doesn't do him any good because that edge takes him to that pocket.
yeah,
This is really touchy. I don't see how he's getting a rail without scratching, but he does. Maybe the
had a
camera
hair
kind of
more
fooled
than
us.
thought, but Leaves Justin an opportunity. This is a fairly straight-in bank if you can just stick the cue ball right there like a stop shot.
Right, you've got that 5 just nice and juicy right there. So doesn't look like he's doing a stop shot.
He's
playing
playing
the 9 ball. There we go. So Justin
Nice
Kiske
shot.
with the 9, getting it done. Close that out.
That was an aggressive play, and he hit it really good.
Yeah, those caroms are tough to judge, and it just barely went to the pocket, and he's very fortunate that that 9 did not hang in there because it was really going slow, and it went to the edge of that pocket. If it hangs, it's loss of game pretty much, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
most of the time.
real high odds that Molina Mike would have been able to come with something there to be able to either make that 9 on that shot or make the 3 ball and then play an easy combo on that 9, but
Right.
much better break by Molina Mike this time.
Yeah, I think it was a better rack. I think last time he put a good break on it, but the rack,
He
was,
slug racked himself pretty good.
I think it had some gaps, and the last one, this one was perfect. It's a great spread.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good chance of getting out here. The 4 ball's the only one that's very concerning, but he's got plenty of angle to be able to get good on the 4, whether he wants to try and play it in the side or up in the corner. I mean, you could go for the 4-9 combination here, but I don't think that that's a real high percentage shot. I think you're a lot better off just sliding over underneath the 4 and playing
you can stun this over here. I think it's pretty natural. You do have to hit it very kind of firm. Okay, so
he tried to play in shape for the side pocket, and
yeah,
I don't know if that might have skidded on him a little bit or if he just missed it, but that was a golden opportunity gone by the wayside for Molina Mike, giving Justin a really good opportunity to get a 2-game lead here, and in a short race to 7, that's a big swing.
That's big, and on that shot from Molina, I have to say that the advantage to stunning the ball over rather than rolling forward and taking that 4 on the side is this takes away the skid. You're hitting slow. You hit that piece of chalk on the ball, and you get a little skid, and it throws it off.
And if you watch, you
stun it over. They hardly ever.
You watch any of the pros, Shane and John Mora or Corey Dool, any of the guys in here, they always hit firm because they don't want to take a chance on anything skidding.
Yeah, this is a nice angle that Justin got on this 6 ball. Should be able to just come 2 rails to the 8.
Yeah, if you go middle diamond.
Yep, get down there, get some legs.
Hit that short.
Yeah, anything but short. Now he's going to have to bank for the rack basically here. This is miss and lose, I believe, depending on if it misses, how it lands. But in most cases, in a bar table, if you miss on the 2 balls left, in most cases, this is good.
Back and
man, very close
great
attempt.
effort.
I hear he got some oohs and ahs from the crowd there. So I like hitting this with some outside and spinning that 2 rails and coming it a little closer to the 9. It's always helpful. He agrees.
Yeah.
Oh, watch that side pocket, though.
Whoa.
Watch that side pocket. Wow.
He got away with it there.
He did. He could have gotten hooked, too, if it goes just a little bit more. But
Or maybe he's just good enough to know that speed better than the rest of us. But
yeah, I think he just put a little too much right English on it to shorten it up. But he got good, and we got a tie ball game. 2-2. And this is so much fun. I love being here. So what time is your first match, Jack?
I'm going to be playing on table 3 at 1 o'clock, assuming that nothing goes too slow. But
yeah, I think we're running already a little ahead, so this is good. I love seeing matches start before their scheduled start time. We got a lot of matches to get through. Who's your first opponent, Jack?
My first opponent's actually a guy that you and I know pretty well. It's Joe Town.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Joe Town. And he's actually been doing some commentating for EvoSports. doing some remote commentating work for us. Good guy out of the Everett area here. Okay, so dry break.
This is a little bit of a tester to get started. Being a right-handed player, it's a bit of a stretch, but I think he should be able to handle this.
And he hangs the one.
Hung it. And
Boy, he hit that window perfect, though. He wouldn't have had shape on the 2, but
leaves Justin a tester here on the kick.
yeah, let's take a look here and see. He might have to kick with a little spin, maybe just a touch, but he doesn't want to come full into it. He wants to come probably.
Yeah, I was going to say I would go long of the 5, so I shorten up and try and catch the head rail and come in, but
yeah, it was tough to do.
he got a little too much English on that one.
That was a lot to ask to get that kick and get shape, for something for the 2 ball.
Well, and trying so hard to make sure you don't hit that 1 ball dead square and follow it in, because how many times do you do that on a shot like that?
All the time. In fact, the majority of the time that I make that kick shot, I'm following it in.
Yeah.
So
You'd sit there, shoot straight into it and try and follow it in, and you can't get it to do it, but then you kick into it and you hit it dead flush every time and follow it in.
nice cut on the 2 ball from Molina, and he's going to be long on the 3.
Yeah, he got a little extra into that one.
Yeah, and this is a bad spot because the back cut is not there. I don't believe he's looking at it, but I don't think you've
I think
got
you got
that.
to take that up in the corner, just a little bit of high right.
Yeah,
and roll that into the corner.
and this one you do have to play it a little bit softer. You can't really force that thing in there because you could scratch. I don't think the scratch is in play, actually, now that I look at it. It should be okay, unless he draws.
Yeah, as long as he hits it high and he hits it medium speed, he should be fine.
Still a tester. Okay.
Oh, he went for the
And he's getting the Z bank, and it hangs in the corner. Okay. So Justin with an opportunity to get going and take a lead, but the 5 ball doesn't play by the 9 down here. I'm taking a look at that now because, yeah, it's going to be a carom, I believe. So you're looking at 3-4 and then 5-9 carom shot. That's what I'm looking for here.
Well,
you agree, Jack?
I think there might be room to play the 5 off the rail, off the 9 and in. So I think it's really going to depend on exactly the angle that he gets.
Yeah. If he gets low on the rail, he got really long on this 4 ball, so this is not where he wanted to be on the 4 to set up. But if he makes it and just rolls forward, he'll have something, either a 5-9 combo or the shot you were talking about is play the 5 off the rail off the 9.
Nice shot.
Great job holding the cue ball. Now he kind of got into no man's land. He might be looking at your shot now because of where he got the combos tough and the carom
I think he's
isn't
too
there.
thin on the 5 to be able to get into the 9 ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
he is.
I think he's going to have to play it off the rail, off the 9. Otherwise, he may back cut for the combo. But I'm not a big fan of back cutting for the combo.
Back cutting for the combo. Here we go. And
But when you hit it that good, you can't really
so-
argue. That was a great shot.
Yeah, nice job from Justin Kiske there, getting it done to take the lead 3-2 in this race to 7. And this is first round of this Don Weir Memorial 2024 tournament. Thank you so much to the Golden Fleece for hosting this great event. Fantastic establishment here in beautiful Everett, Washington. This place is just a paradise for pool players. We got 10 7-foot diamonds, 5 9-foot diamonds. We had one pocket action going on all day yesterday and the day before with Tony Chohan here and a bunch of guys. It's been a lot of fun already.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun yesterday watching Tony Chohan take on all comers for big money, little money, whatever you wanted to throw at him just for an opportunity to play him, and watching some of the shots that he was coming with that I never would have considered being a feasible shot, and he's just drilling them from everywhere. It was very impressive.
It's fun to watch Tony play one pocket. He's got an incredible mind for the game and an incredible shot. So Molina with a safety attempt. No, I thought he was going to go safe on that, but he ended
was
up getting
going
safe.
for it, but yeah, he got away with it. Leaves Justin either looks like a
jump
he might be
shot.
able to do a 2-rail Z kick for it, but highly unlikely. The jump shot's a much higher percentage, and if he happens to get good off the jump shot, make it, there's a real good chance he lines up on that 2-9 combo.
That's what there's a bit high reward for making this. Okay.
Well, he got the hit.
Make it, but he might have. Yeah. Oh, I don't think.
He left Molina Mike pretty thin on this.
Yeah,
it's
but I think it's
definitely doable.
It's
but
definitely a manageable shot, and again, high reward for who takes down the one ball first.
But if you hit this and maybe end up a
he hit
little
it too
funny,
thin. But he does. Wow, he
gets
did
away with another
he
one.
did two things there. He got the accidental hook, but he also moved that 9 away, so there's no more 2-9 combo possibility, right? So a couple of things happened on that shot that changed the trajectory of this rack. Is he looking at kicking around the 8 ball?
Yeah.
And into the rail.
Oh, good
Nice try. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of room to get around that 8, was there?
No, that was pretty tight. He had maybe a ball and a half window to get through there, I think,
Yeah.
if that.
And then had to come to the second rail before the 1. So Molina with some spin. Moving
Looks
that
like
cue
that
ball.
2 goes past the 5. He ended up pretty good on this, I think. Well, this might be Molina Mike's first opportunity to get a nice run going here.
Yeah, the 6 ball you do have to pay attention to here. It does play, but you do want to be, it only plays to one pocket, really.
Yeah, you really have to land good on this 5 ball here. This is the key shot for this rack.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not automatic by any means because of where the 6 and the 8 are. They're both, the 6 is playable, but you want to be on the correct side. But here, he's pretty straight on this 5. Maybe going to run into it. Oh, he gets safe.
And he gets away with another one.
Yeah, that's somebody, the bakery is open because Molina's getting some rolls here.
Yeah, but, Justin's a fighter. He's not going to let that get to him. He's pretty good at just, staying out of his own way and letting stuff like that bother him.
That's good because it's part of the game. And, nice kick shot. And, beautiful. So, good kick shot to get out of that jam.
Really good hit.
2-rail kick. But like you said, the luck factor is part of the game. You're going to experience matches where your opponent just gets all the rolls. And some players just get really caught up in that. And so Molina with another
is he getting
miss.
away with another jelly roll?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
How many rolls can one guy get in the one match? Come on. Justin's got to be like, come on, man. Pool gods, give me something.
And then he...
Okay,
That
maybe the pool gods were listening.
Well, that does happen sometimes where you end up getting a real good roll and then you take the next shot for granted. You shoot it a little quick because you're a little excited you got away with something, and you don't give that next shot the focus that it deserves, and you end up, making a mistake after you had that golden opportunity.
Yeah. So good opportunity here. This is where don't worry too much about the shape, right? Just make
all
the
you do
ball.
is make the
Just
ball.
make the ball. Don't try to get crazy and get really good shape. It's a 7-foot table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no point in trying to stun or draw or anything.
Right.
Just roll it in anywhere on the table. You're going to have a shot on the 9.
Yep. I think sometimes me being a 9-foot table player primarily, I focus a lot of times on, making sure I'm getting close to my next shot. And I have to remember when I'm playing on bar boxes, I don't have to do that, right? I just want to make sure I have the right lines and that I'm not taking chances that I don't need to take. But on a 9-foot table, you have to, you've got to force that position sometimes. I'm going to take a quick look at, I want to see, just real quick. I'm just kind of seeing what's going on out there. And then we've got Daniel Sardoncilio and Aaron Rodgers. Daniel up 4-1 in that match. I like that YouTube name, Cue Ball Control Sometimes. No idea who that is, but that could be any one of us.
Oh.
Cue Ball Control Sometimes. Okay. Justin with a monster break. I love that cue ball action. Doesn't get a favorable roll, but he does.
Well, he didn't make anything, so I don't think Molina Mike's got much of a straight line to this. I think he's going to be either kicking at it or pushing out. Pushing out's, I think, probably the smarter play, but we'll see what he thinks here. Yeah, he's going to the push out. Oh, I don't think that worked as good as he wanted. I think he wanted to put that right on the rail just off of that side pocket and have it in a real tough spot so that makes the run out a lot harder because he knew he was selling out a good shot on the 1.
Yep. Does have to fade the 3 a little bit here with the back and forth. Might have been in his mind on that shot. Don't want to run into the 3 ball, so
yeah,
Molina.
He got a little body English into that one.
Yeah. A little extra movement that is unwanted and unnecessary, right? And that's another great thing about live streaming your pressure situations is when you watch yourself back under pressure in big tournaments or whatever, you see all of the flaws.
Oh, yeah.
You see everything. And then you go, I didn't even know that I did that, because you don't know in the moment. You don't recognize. Nice try on the bank from Molina. Sets up a 1-7 combo for Justin, but you don't realize, right, what you're doing, because you're in the moment. Your adrenaline's going, and you're not thinking. You're just
you get up there and you're just like, oh man, I screwed that up. What happened? And then you actually have a chance to go back and see, and you're like, oh man, my arm moved so much offline on that, or
right.
I had such a hitch in my backstroke that I never generally have, and so you can start identifying some of those flaws and get those kinks worked out.
Yep. Step 1 is identify, and then you can work on it, right? And then now you know what needs work and what situations you do certain things in. Absolutely. So Justin with a nice little 2-game lead here, and it's nice to have a 2-game lead in a race of 7. Definitely raises your odds. Nobody wants to go to the B side in the first round.
Unfortunately, half of us have to.
Half of us have to. 32 people will be on the B side after this first round.
He came up a little short on this shape for the 4 ball, so let's see if he tries to do a little kind of nip draw and cut that 4 to the top left pocket as you're looking at it, or if he
come into the 9
tries to play some sort of a safe maybe.
Bank.
He was trying to. I think he was trying to get behind the 9 ball, and he just clipped the 8 because he got a touch too much English.
Yeah, and that brings up I wonder if the 6 plays by the 8. I don't think it does. So that little clip on the 8 ball, and Molina's going to look at the. Yeah, he kind of takes a look at everything.
For the carom off the 6 for the 8.
Right. But he's got to take care of that 4 ball. He's bridging over 2 balls, and that's no picnic.
Ooh.
And I think Justin might be. He's got to have to bail out here. I don't really see a valuable offensive shot.
Well, he could try and bank it into the side pocket off the 5 and kick the 5 down table to get a better shot on it. But
what's the downside when you miss that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a high percentage shot, and it's not the best option, but I see a lot of people that go for shots like that.
I like that shot from Justin. He didn't try to get aggressive and go for something.
Yeah,
that was
he's going to force
out.
Molina Mike to try and do something aggressive.
Yeah, Molina's struggling a little bit. I think he's playing a little below probably what he normally does.
Yeah, he seems a little tight.
Yeah, but again, we're not pool players. We're not morning people. Right?
No.
And we even saw that from Shane Van Boning in his first match this morning. He missed some shots that were like, wow, and even him was like kind of shaking his head.
Oh, yeah. I was down there watching it, and it was kind of nice in a way seeing a guy that's that level actually, make a couple of mistakes where so often you're seeing him when he's, hitting them as good as he can in the, finals of a tournament, and everything's just dead center of the pocket. And to see somebody that actually, is that level that makes a couple of the same mistakes you do, and you go, oh, he is mortal.
Yes, it does. I know it's terrible to say, but it makes you feel good about yourself. It's like, okay, I'm not.
It gives you a little more grace on yourself. You can be, you're not as hard on yourself when you realize that, that happens.
I was just going to say, Molina's got an opportunity for a good save, but he had to get down and draw on that ball to hold the cue ball in and push that forward to the rail down at the bottom of the table. He didn't get low enough on that cue ball to hold it.
Yeah, it was a great idea, but yeah, he
don't get on the wrong side here. He's okay. I would have rather had a little better angle.
I think he's got plenty to just roll the rail and out.
Nice. All right, good.
Ooh, we got a little flat on this. He's probably just going to have to roll this in and take that 9 all the way up in the corner, which...
Take your medicine, put the cue ball right here.
On a 7-foot...
Oh, he did have a little angle.
Oh, yeah. But on a 7-foot table, it's a lot easier shot to play for, like you being on primarily a 9-foot player. You'd much rather be above this ball shooting it down where you're at.
Ooh, yeah. That one
is that going to hold up?
Yeah, he would like to have that one
got
back.
away with it, but
that's a shot he's making a high percentage, and
well over 90%.
He got where he wanted on the 9 and really dogged it. I mean, that's all there is to it. Sorry, Justin, but we all do it. But man, that would have been nice for him to go up 5-2.
Yeah, but he didn't leave Molina Mike a whole lot to work with here, and I know Justin has very limited experience being on streaming tables, and he was saying how he was, a little bit nervous to be starting out his first match on that, so maybe he's still trying to work through some of the nerves of being on the live stream. He's been making some really good runs. But
so Molina playing the defense and getting the separation, leaving Justin an opportunity, but a very difficult one. This is a tough cut from 7 feet away. Or do you bank?
I think here you either go for the bank or you just try and bank the 9 right back up to where the cue ball was. He tried to play it safe and he hit it a little hard. That's a little bit of a tight cut into the side, but it's makeable.
Yeah, I think the camera's fooling you. That's pretty. I think that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
the cue ball's on the rail, but it's pretty straightforward shot from Molina. And we got a 4-3 ball game.
I think that was a smart play by Justin. He just hit it about a foot too hard.
And back over on table 1, I'm taking a look over there. We've got Daniel Sardoncilio versus Aaron Rodgers, and it's
4-3.
4-3 Daniel. It was
4-1.
It was 4-0. So Aaron has won 3 in a row. So pretty exciting opportunity for him. I know this is a big moment for him as well. So. Okay, Molina with a break from the side.
And hammers that, but comes up empty.
Comes up empty. We've got cluster down here with the 3-9. So, you've got the shot on the 1, and you could potentially get that cue ball to come this way, right? So that you've got the 2-8 combo next. I think that's what I'm looking for is that sort of line right there with the cue ball. See if he follows my line. Look at that.
Oh, stay out of there.
Side pocket. He's okay. He followed my line, but that was the risk of that shot. It brings the side pocket, but you didn't really have any other valid options there. Nice shot from Justin.
And now the question is, what's he going to do to try and get that 3 figured out?
Well, I think
This is a bit of a stretch, but I think he can
break it out.
make that come off and break it out. But
He should
if
be
you're
able to.
hitting it from the low side, you risk bumping that 3 and ending up coming off the 9 and being right on the rail. But maybe he can come across.
Yeah, he
and
wants to
it
hit
square,
that 3
yeah.
square. Yeah, perfect shot. Great breakout shot, and I like stun this to the corner and try to get your cue ball right in here, so you're nice and tidy on the 4. That's what I'm looking for. You might have, if you have enough angle, you stun off the rail and back out a little bit. I don't like floating the ball, but that's me. That's why I don't
got
like.
away with it.
Yeah, that's why I don't like floating, because you bring in all kinds of any inconsistency in your stroke or any movement in your body on a slow roll like that. It amplifies it, right? Whereas
Well,
you stun it and it goes a lot straighter, and it reduces the chance of a skid, and other things can happen. So
Well, and if you're rolling across where the lines are, where, you know, the wear tape in the cloth is from the break, or if somebody hit a jump shot from over there and there's just a little depression in that felt, it doesn't take much to get that cue ball to roll off.
yeah, but he did get rewarded
Or
with
object
that.
ball,
So
either way.
the rolls have maybe switched now. So Justin did get a favorable roll on not pocketing that 3.
Well, you know, that's...
Oh, that was a miscue there. I saw the cue ball hop off of his cue. He was trying to dig into it
Yeah,
with some
he-
draw.
He punched at that. He did not stroke that at all.
Yeah, so a miscue, and that could be costly. Tell you, my money says Molina is out here.
Well, the odds are pretty high. But
That's why my money's on
from
it.
the...
I like good bets.
Well, he went a little far on this already. I would have wanted to be high of the 5 ball, not below it.
Good point.
But, I mean, with the way he's been playing,
Good recovery there.
he's in a good spot, but I would have wanted a little more angle to make it easier to get up table for the 7. But then getting from the 7 to the 9 can be tricky. Well, he hit that really good, though. He's in a great spot. I like going low left and going 3 rails for shape on the 9 here.
He agrees.
Oh, he overhit it.
Yeah, he did. But it worked out.
Ooh, he might.
He's going to be
He
stretched
might
over the
have
table.
cut, but that's...
For a right-hander,
That's-
this is a tough shot, right? For a right-handed player, even on a 7-foot table, you might
Yeah.
have to use a bridge even.
Well, I'm not even sure if the cut's all that viable. He may have to go for the bank here or try and play it safe.
I think the cut's there, isn't it? But he's not looking at the cut. It doesn't look like.
From that angle, it looks like it's there, but from the angle from the end of the table, it doesn't.
Well, I always say the players know best because they're the ones that are at
I
the
think
table.
he's cross-facing this up in the corner.
And it
Ooh, he
banks it
tried to,
quite a bit
but-
short, and this has got enough steam to get back down to the corner, maybe. No. So, bank for the win.
Bank it and try and make sure
in?
you... Yeah, but try and make sure you play it where if you miss it short, and that 9 ball ends up in the middle of that long rail.
But short at the right speed. He did it short.
Yep.
Short. It's got to
Put
be
it-
at the right
yep,
speed.
Put it in the middle of that end rail and force your
And-
opponent to come with something here.
He did exactly that.
That's one of those shots that, as long as if you're going to miss it short. Because if you miss it long, it's coming out to the middle of the table, and it leaves your opponent a whole lot better. I mean, none of us want to try and err to miss anywhere, but that's one of those you do have to take that into account because it's easy to sell out if you hit that long.
Yeah. So, this is one of the more difficult 9 balls that Justin has seen. But an opportunity.
I like his odds on this one. I think he's going to focus a bit better on this after missing that easy 9 earlier. I think he's really going to focus. And
He did.
yep, stroke that great.
Yeah. Great shot from Justin. Goes up 5-3. And over here on table 1, I see Daniel Sardoncilio is up 6-3. He's on the hill now. And doing what he does. And what do we got here? Let's see what's going on over on. And here we go. Back to the main event.
Oh, he hit that pretty good, but there must have been a loose spot in there somewhere because half that rack didn't really move.
Yeah, agreed. But fortunate that this is going to be a longer rack, I think. I don't see anything push out. Just going to leave that cue ball all the way at the bottom. Well, you wanted to leave it all the way at the right where that coin is down there, ideally.
Yeah,
But,
he left Justin a good opportunity here. If he can make this one and run into the high side of the 4 to kind of open that up a little bit and end up with shape on the 2. Oh, he wanted just a little more draw off of that, but
yeah,
he's still got good safety opportunities here, and he did open up the pack. So
yeah, he had to do 3 things on that shot: pocket the ball, run into the 4 and break out the 4, and get shape on the 2. He did 2 of the 3 things, right?
yeah, which most things in life, if you get 2/3 of it, you're doing pretty good. But
well, he is going to doing good because that did allow him to play the safe.
yeah, but he came up way short on it.
That was a little tough. And I believe Molina's got a view to the corner pocket.
Oh yeah, that.
But
definitely
he might play
goes.
safe anyway, though.
Looks like he's going after it.
Yeah, it was a tough one for sure.
Yeah, everything's out there now. All you got to do is get good from the 5 to the 6.
I haven't been paying attention to the chat. I should probably open up my chat window and see what's going on in the chat room. Sorry, guys. Let's refresh that.
Justin ended up missing that 2 ball, but leaves a tough cut for Molina Mike. Who leaves Justin a similar cut shot, just from about 4 feet closer.
All right, so the rack is getting loosened up a little bit. Let's see here.
Good shot there from Molina Mike, but he hit that really hard and puts himself in a real tough spot here on this 3 ball.
Yeah, rattles it.
Hangs it up.
Okay. Now we're getting down to the point of the rack where there's some opportunity, but I want to see is that 6 ball play by the 7.
No, the
No,
6 doesn't
definitely
play by
doesn't.
the 7.
Definitely not. So that's going to be something to consider when you're looking at how you want to position yourself on the 5.
Well, I think if I were playing this one, I'd look to try and get pretty straight in on that 5 ball, just a hair off the rail. And instead of trying to go into a breakout, I'd have just tried to roll that 5 in and then bank the 6 out and play a safe.
Smart, yeah. Instead of going the aggressive route,
Yeah,
and
if you
getting the
were-
breakout. Oh,
Oh, he
he did have
caught
it good
that
though.
7 good, but
But now he's going to
he's
be
got a
faced
tester
with,
on that 6.
and you're running into the 8 here.
Which
So
you could double kiss off that 8 and scratch in the corner, but it looks like he's going defensive here.
got to get a little bit higher on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a great idea, and just 6 inches short.
It was the right idea, I think. I agree.
Nice shot by Molina Mike, but he seems to be hitting everything about twice as hard as he needs to be. There again, he overrolled his shape a bit. This should be very manageable for him, but he'd have liked to have been a lot straighter in.
All right. Molina gets a little closer here, makes it a little tighter race. 5-4 now. And over there, I think on table 1, Daniel Sardoncillo defeated Aaron Rodgers. And let's take a look at what's happened. Sorry, I missed the break, guys. I was on the other table giving action, so nice break from Molina Mike. Get a good spread there.
And made a couple balls on the break.
And he's
This
tree-topped.
is going to be a tester.
Yeah, tree-topped over the 7.
And long way to go to make that 2 and get back to that 3 ball. I mean, you could try and roll it in, but
got
that's
the wrong
so
angle.
hard to do.
He's got the angle on the roll that's going to take the cue ball into this area, which is not going to give you anything on the 3, right? He's got that slight angle that takes the cue ball off to the left as you see it here.
Yeah, I think you really got to try and just force this one in with a lot of top and to touch a right. And
I don't like forcing this one because you're tree topped, right? So you try to force it, and it's really hard to.
if
cue
you're
it
going to be
accurately.
aggressive, then I think that's what you got to do. But
what's the
what's
the defensive play?
I like trying to cut the 2 just past the side pocket and bring the cue ball right back down behind that 4-9 a couple of rails.
Okay. So he played a little different safety pattern there.
I think he was going to try and make that, and he just didn't get it there, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
He may have been trying to bank it down table and try and have the 5 in between the 2 and the cue ball.
Justin trying to bump that 3.
He did, but he didn't get. He needed to miss that 7 going into the 3 to get much out of it.
I like thinning off the 3 and bringing the cue ball this way, back up table this way, and it moves the 3 over into this pile here. I think that's the play. See, I like hitting that harder. I really do. He hit it good, but that was a precision shot. You had to be so perfect.
It's really
with that.
easy to come up short or long on that and end up selling something out.
Right, but if you hit it hard enough, that 3 is going to come into the 9, and the cue ball is going to be down here. So I really like that shot. I think he just underhit it. It was the right idea. So Molina selling out an opportunity now.
Yeah, but from the 4 to the 5 still kind of tricky here. So even if you make this 3 and you can get to the 4, there's no guarantee you get real good on that 5. And you can always try and play for the cut up table, but
it's not going to be good. So we're going to see Molina most likely dealing with that 4-5 transition.
I think I like just trying to stop on the 3, play the 4 in with a little inside and try and come between the 9 and the rail to bump the 9 out of the way so I can get better on the 5. What do you think here?
I agree, and actually I like what he did. He kind of cheated the pocket a little bit to get the cue ball to move a bit more to the right, so now he has that little angle. He can get some inside.
Like he's drawing.
Oh, he's going the other way. I was thinking he was going to get it inside and come into the 9 and try to come on the inside of the 9
ball. Yeah, that's what I
there.
was thinking.
Especially with where he got on that position. I thought he was in a perfect spot to do that. But he liked the outside. but the outside only afforded him a potential difficult 9-ball combo, and late in the game to take a difficult 9-ball combo is not a good idea.
He may be playing for the carom here, though. Yeah, he went for the carom.
Which was also very difficult.
Yeah. Ended up leaving Justin a difficult spot here, but I think if you thin the low side of the 5 with just a touch of inside, bring that cue ball right between the 9-ball and the corner pocket.
It's like he's listening to you, Jack. It's like he's listening to you. Oh man.
If he doesn't catch
so
that
close.
tit, he's looking so good.
Yeah, if he doesn't catch that tit, it comes here and here and comes right into
he
the
may
9.
He may be a little hampered by that tit, but it looked like it bounced out, so I think he's got to look at this, but this isn't going to be a piece of cake no matter what he goes for here. I think maybe he tries to kind of...
Molina gets the cheese and ties the game. All right, so whether or not he was intentionally going for that or not, it was a good shot.
Yeah, I was surprised that he went to kick into that. I figured he'd have tried to cut it up table or bank it up table, but what he did worked better.
Yeah, it was the best possible outcome, which was the win of the rack. So there you go.
Better, whether by choice or by chance. Looks like Corey was about to be 4-2 up.
Yeah, it did. I just didn't want to miss the action again. Just keeping you guys updated with scores. You know what I'll do is I'll pin the bracket in the chat, because I know a couple of people have asked for the bracket, and I should just pin it in the chat so it's always there for you guys.
Ooh, great break from Justin. Does that 7 clear and give him a shot on the 2?
Man.
No.
I tell you what.
Man, he hit that good, too.
The pool gods have not really been that kind to Justin in this match.
Yeah, it's seeming like it's a good 3-1, 4-1 roll favoring Molina Mike here, but
what's he doing here?
I think he's just trying to kick underneath the 2 and get the cue ball up table.
That worked out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was trying to maybe back cut that in off the rail, or if he was just trying to thin it and get the cue ball up table, but
either way,
this makes it real tough for Molina Mike.
Yeah, he's got to kick the other way at this. This is really, it's a very low % chance of making the ball, but it was a high % chance of getting something good. Does he leave the window? I think he did. Look at this.
It looks like he might have the window to cut that in.
He does. Yeah. He does have the window. It plays. Can he do it though? Yeah.
No, he caught it thick.
Yeah, you got to hit that real thin.
But he got a roll back there.
Yeah, he was due.
I think Molina Mike's probably kicking off just above the side pocket to try and run into this 2 ball. But, and you could try and come 2 rails around the bottom right corner pocket and into it, but I think he's just going to do the 1 rail off the long rail into the 2. Unless he can see an edge that he can thin. I think he had the edge and he just missed it.
Yeah. Okay, so a wide open table with ball in hand. This is what we practice at home, playing the ghost, right? You miss, you lose, right? You roll a bunch of balls out, you give yourself ball in hand, and you run the table, right? And I do this drill a lot on my table because it keeps me entertained. You know, I feel like I'm playing a person, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's on the 4. For some reason, I was thinking he was on the 5 next.
This should be good. He should just be able to stun this out with a little bit of low, cut that 5 ball past the 8. Oh, he got a little too much draw on that one. I think he's still got the cut, but it's going to be a little tougher getting good on the 6. But luckily, it's right out in the middle of the table, so he's got lots of pockets available. Good shot. And looks like he's going to be playing the 6-8 combination here. This is where you got to be careful because that 6 ball can end up right in the middle of that long rail and leave you in a tough spot after playing really good. But he hit that at good speed, left it right in front of the pocket. Just a touch of outside here. Bump off the rail. About position 1A perfect. Ooh, got that cue ball right on that rail. I mean, should definitely be a huge favorite to make this, but you always would prefer that cue ball be an inch or two off the rail. Ooh, and he caught it a little thick, but it rattled in. Good out by Justin.
Yeah, very good out. He beat the ghost. Got the 7 ball run out. And on the hill, always good to be on the hill first.
Yeah. That was what all of my golfing friends would refer to as a working man's par. Might not be the prettiest way to get all the balls in, but as long as they all go in, it doesn't matter how you made it happen.
Right.
Molina, Mike hit those pretty solid, but they didn't really open up as good as would have been expected. That looked like that might have been a couple of gaps in that rack. Leave Justin a good opportunity to play a safe right out the gate here. Ooh, well played.
Yeah, very
great
nice
shot.
Good control of that cue ball because there's a lot of things. There was a lot of things happening on that shot.
Yeah, that was an aggressive play to go after that safety, and he hit it about as good as you could.
You got Chad Raswick in the chat saying Jack Kiske is sexy. I think he's talking about your voice, maybe. He must be talking about your voice. I don't know.
Well,
It's your North Bend buddy.
yeah, Chad, nice to see you in the chat. Hope you're having a good day at work while I'm out here playing pool. Ooh.
All right.
And he hit that hard.
Justin gets a favorable roll there.
If he didn't need to hit it near that hard, he could have hit it a third that hard and just put a good stroke on it and been there. I think he's a little too excited being on the hill and trying to do too much on that shot. But he got one of those rolls back that he's been
That was in
behind
the
on
bank. Yeah,
so far.
He was in the roll bank. Yeah, It might be getting close to even now because he's definitely had the advantage on the rolls the last few racks. So
Yeah, he's gotten a couple back.
yeah,
But
that's the way they always go.
this is a tough hit. What would you be looking at here?
Honestly, I'm not looking. I'm giving up ball in hand no matter what. So I'm tying up the 4 and the 5. That's me. I know I'm playing 3 foul and I'm risking going on 2, right? But I don't see any legitimate way to get a hit.
I'm looking at kick off the long rail, come close to the 9, hit
So you come
about
in,
a diamond and a half from the corner, and back over into that 1 ball.
that's your pattern.
Yeah, pretty much right there.
Okay.
It looks like he's going to try and spin and catch the high, thin edge of that 1 ball, but that's super tough.
I'm tying up balls. That was a good try.
Yeah, that was
Good
a
try.
really good effort.
I'm tying up balls just because I don't want to. I'm giving up. There's probably a 90+% chance that I'm giving up ball in hand, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm going to give up the ball in hand 90% of the time, give him something tied up. Even though you're playing with the 3 foul rule, he's still going to have to work for either getting me on a 3 foul or getting out, right? I don't want to give an open table, but you know,
when you're already on 1, and that would have been an easy second foul with where the 1 and the 7 were, to be able to just come off of that 1 ball, leave the 1 behind the 7, and bury you back down in the corner.
Yeah, maybe.
So, I mean,
taking my chances.
I'm not saying that it's, not definitely a, you know,
Uh-oh. Okay.
a reasonable idea, but it just, I mean, I think I'd just rather take the shot at trying to get the hit because you've got a couple balls that are in a tough spot anyway.
It's the reason that the three-foul rule was invented.
Yeah.
Was to prevent people from tying up balls because it's a penalty to pay. You're risking getting three fouled, right?
Exactly.
And you're right. There was a good opportunity for him to get tied up again and get on two, but I still think, me personally, I think it was the right play.
Yeah. But I'm a really aggressive player anyway, so I generally go straight for what can I try and do to get out of this, not what can I do to try and mess the other guy up. But
now here in this situation, he's pretty straight on the 4, maybe a little bit of an angle that takes the cue ball towards the 8, which I don't like. Are you drawing to get a combo maybe on the 6-7 or something?
No, shoot the 4 in, draw out between the 9-6.
Oh, yes. Power draw through. Okay. Oh, he's going to get a fortunate roll, but not a fortunate roll on the cue ball. So he does get the fluke, but, that's more I deserve that, right?
I got lucky, but I didn't get shape, and,
You got what you deserved there.
Yeah.
You don't have to give the wave. You don't have to give the obligatory sorry, not sorry wave when you fluke a ball in and don't get shape.
Ooh, I thought he was going to get lucky and knock that 8 in on that one.
Yeah, he got
but
fortunate
that was
with
good hit and fortunate leave.
But the bank here does lead to the 7, so I do like playing the bank. It gives you pretty automatic shape for the 7. You might be a little long on it, but just focus on making that 6
I think you come down just about a diamond from the corner or from the side pocket. Probably end up right between the chalk and the 9 ball with just enough angle to be able to roll that 7 in and come across for the 8. If he makes this, he's in good shape. But he overcut it and the cue ball rolled out a lot farther. Leave Justin a good shot on the 6 here. I think he's just going straight top, maybe a touch of right, and try and come right back down the middle of the table. With the 7 being froze, he should be pretty good on this. Just a touch of inside and just over and back.
Oh, that was a nice cut.
Great shot there.
Man, that's some smooth, that's calming the nerves right there, being on the hill.
This one's a little tricky, though. You want to draw this, but if you don't draw it real good, you slide right into that side pocket.
Yep.
But he may be just trying to stun over and out. But
man, heartbreaker. We might be seeing hill here. We might
Such
be seeing
a good opportunity there.
Hill action. Yeah, I had somebody in the chat that agreed with me on the intentional foul. Nice shape from Molina.
Yeah, clipped that 9, took a little bit of the speed off, and still left him a good angle.
Oh, slides that 9 ball in. So we got hill action. Here we go. 1 rack to see who goes to the B side and who continues on to the second round.
Well, it'll be a good time for Justin to get a break and run here.
Yeah, we'll take a look at these. Working hard to make these streams more entertaining for everybody. I love it. We've got a team of remote commentators from Canada, Oregon, Washington. We're all over the place, bringing these guys in, working from home. It's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, yeah, it's an awesome thing you guys have going on. Where,
nice break.
You've got so many people that can log in, and you can get different perspectives from so many different types of players.
Well, traditional streaming, you're going to get one table with commentary and maybe some streams with scores on other tables. But, traditional streamers can't do what we do because it's our software and our automation, right? So makes it a lot more entertaining. And we want to catch as much of the action as possible. Nice shot there from Justin to get
That
down
was
to
a
that
great
2.
stroke.
And getting on the 4 is not super easy here.
A little bit of low right. I think you just cut it in the corner and stun 2 rails out.
It's delicate, though. You're hitting this at kind of a softer pace, which means you got to account for the swerve. So he decides to come into the 9.
Into the 9. That's not a bad move.
It's a more high percentage, chance, I think.
Yeah. I just try and avoid running into balls if I can.
Yeah, you're going to make the shot at a much higher percentage there because you're taking away that chance of the swerve.
Is he going for the 9 here? Cut the 4 for the side and roll it? No. Oh,
He got safe, whatever he was doing.
I think he was playing a 2-way where he was hoping to either make the 4 and get the 5-9 or the 5 in the same corner, or end up getting safe if he missed it, and he definitely got the safe.
Yeah, this is pretty lock up here. I think if he's going this way, he's got to put some spin on the ball.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to put something on it to get up there.
He does. Goes 2 rails into it.
He got the hit.
Yep. I figured he'd be catching that second rail.
So what do you do here? Are you coming off the high side of the 4 and trying to get behind the 8 ball? Or is that a little risky in case you accidentally clip the 8 and scratch? Oh, he just said the heck with it. I'm going to drill the combo.
Yeah, I'll show you, Jack, he says. He's going to listen to this back and be like, what are you talking about, man? You just make the combo. I'll show you how it's done. So a little bit of a tester of a cut here. And the problem is getting shape on the 5. Yeah. You know, isn't that when you've got one eyeball on the difficult shape, it makes the shot so much harder, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You can have a 90% shot, but if you're playing to tough shape, all of a sudden that 90%er becomes like a 30%er.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a commentator. He just wanted to tell you, anyone that needs one, he is one. I don't know why.
Thank you.
Molina Mike just rattles that one out. Really good effort, but just caught it a touch thick. Leaves Justin a difficult shot here. Looks like he's eyeing up the bank past the 7 in the corner.
We got somebody from Stockton, California that...
Oh, great shot,
very
Justin.
Good. Very good
and
shot.
Shape.
Yeah, do you want to put a stop shot here and freeze to the 9?
I think I'm playing the stop shot from the booth, but being down there and just drilling the bank, it's hard not to just go for the throat here and say I'm running out.
Oh, he's going to have to work for this one, though. He's going to have to...
He's got a really good draw stroke. I don't see much of a problem. A little bit of low left and put a good stroke, and I think he gets right out by the head spot for a nice, easy cut on that 7. Oh, he got a little more into it, but this is still perfect. All he's got to do is roll this in, get down by the side pocket for a nice shot on the 9.
You know your brother's game. I know he's got a good draw shot. He does.
Yeah, his force follow tends to be a little better.
No.
No.
Hill game, Justin Kiske with a very unfortunate. Oh, man. But you can't blame that one on the pool gods. You hit that ball.
He overhit it.
Yeah. You know, what did you call that? The steroid twitch?
Steroid jerk.
Steroid jerk when you're, under a lot of pressure and you just put a little extra on it and you don't want to, but it's just how it goes.
You're afraid of coming up short, so you put just a touch more and it just kind of goes off in your hand and it goes twice as far as you want it.
Well, congrats to Molina Mike, though, for advancing the second round.
That was a well-fought match.
Yeah, came back, Hill thriller, so we'll be back soon with some more action for you guys. Hang out with us. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll